Hey guys, welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 7. Oh yeah. Hello, how y'all doing today? Hopefully you're doing alright. I am gonna warn you. Let me look at your face. Let me look at you in your face, please. Nope, okay. Today is gonna be a bit of a talky episode, as you can tell by the title. This is a real talk. Okay, this is something I've always done. I haven't done one for a minute, but I've always done well, not always. I started doing these just because people kept asking, how I felt about certain things, and I wanted to let people know. So there you go. But real talk is just, my opinion on things, the way I see it, and whatnot. While we just kind of do, normal everyday tasks. And as you can see here, we're going to be working on the wall. There is a new and improved, well, not new, improved little dude walking across the screen right about now. Take it in. Oh, it's glorious, isn't it? Yeah. People worried I was going to fire him. No, man, I'm just trying to get him some help, okay? He's got a new little buddy, Bishop, helping out like he do. I guess. Bishop isn't always helpful. I'm just going to say that. But anyway, there's a few things I wanted to kind of talk about, I guess. One of them being puppies, which, puppies are awesome. A lot of work, like a ton of work. But, so very worth it, right? I don't know how many of you have ever, got a new puppy or, remember getting a new puppy. But they're a lot of work. And taking them out, especially so like I've said before, we're trying to potty train it or house break it. And we're trying to crate train. And I know there's some people that have issues with crate training. Dogs are den animals. And he's very comfortable in his crate. It's not like he's sitting there 24/7 with nothing in there except sharp, pokey things that are going to poke him in his sides every few seconds. That's not what it's about. He's got his bed in there. He's got his blankie in there. He's got food. He's got water. He's got chew toys. He's got attention because he's not just sitting there by himself. And so that's one of the things I wanted to talk about was, just different ways of, because we've been researching it a lot, me and Ferks. We've been researching it a lot, and crate training is actually, recommended by pretty much everyone. Pretty much everyone. It's really good for the dog. It gives them a place that they feel safe, that they feel, I guess, at home, without having, obviously you don't want to taint it. You don't want to put him in there as a punishment. That's not why he's in there. He's not in there as a punishment. He's in there just so that we can do what we need to do, whether that be work or whatever. Because if you think about it, the average person, the average working person goes to work for give or take 8 hours a day-ish. And so the dog is sitting around at home, generally locked in some kind of room with very little in there because, they're worried that the dog's going to chew it or that they're going to, go to the bathroom all over the floor or whatever, what have you. And so the crate just gives them a place where they can just be. You know what I mean? And we're here. We're here. He's not bothered by it. He goes in there, we'll just be chilling and he'll just go in his crate and just kind of chill. He feels completely safe in it. So I feel like the people that, and I'm not saying it's not okay to have an issue with it. Obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But mine is that we're not hurting him. We're not doing this to hurt him or or anything of the nature. It's it is what it is, you know? He's got his place that he can go. He's not allowed on the bed. He's not allowed on the couch. He's got his bed in the living room, so that, you know, like if we're sitting there watching TV, he's got his little area that he can kind of chill and chew on his toys and just be a dog. And then we go outside, we play around, we go for runs, you know, we do that kind of. So he's a very happy dude. So don't worry. It's not like he's definitely not neglected. He's so far from neglected. It's not even funny. So don't worry about it, okay? Another thing I wanted to touch on a little bit. I don't know how many of you are paying attention to the news, but there's some things going on. And I publicly, you know, on Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter, you should probably go ahead and do that. Talked about this whole thing with the cops and the things and the whatnot. And I do agree that at the very least, the one cop needed to go to prison, without a doubt. I believe that wholeheartedly. You may not share that opinion. You may share that opinion. It doesn't matter. I'm just stating my opinion, and it's probably going to be controversial, but it is what it is. It's my opinion. You don't have to like it. It's not your opinion. Or if it's, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I completely, 100% wholeheartedly agree that he needs to go to prison. He's already, you know, he's there currently, awaiting trial and all that kind of stuff. He was charged with second degree murder, or no, third degree. Was it second degree murder and third degree manslaughter, or flip flop those? Third degree murder, second degree manslaughter, whatever it was. It needed to happen. I feel like the other cops probably need a little bit more than just being fired. It's just a horrible situation. But that brings me to probably what's going to be the most controversial topic I'm going to talk about, and that is the current situations happening in cities across the country, and that's the riots. I am completely 100% totally down with peaceful protest. I'm down. Like, do it to it, you know? Make it happen, and hopefully, you know, things come of it. What I'm not for is riots. I'm not for riots. There's gonna be two sides to this. Really, some that agree that riots are not, they're not good. Like, they don't really help get a point across, because the point gets lost. Because then all the news media and all, you know, all that stuff, it all shifts to the riot. That's what it shifts to. And so I think if you're trying to get a point across, perhaps rioting is not the way to do it. Not saying it's right or wrong, or there's certain ways to go about things, and I feel like rioting is kind of a resort of last resorts kind of thing, because it started out peaceful, and then it took a turn somewhere where it shouldn't have turned. And again, some are going to agree, some are going to disagree. I'm probably going to lose subscribers because I'm talking about this, but that's fine. That's fine. It's my opinion. I like I said, I'm all for peaceful protest. I'm all for it. It can make it can actually make a difference. Rioting doesn't. And no, I'm not going to talk about the certain people in power and I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole thing that, like, I'm not trying to talk politics. I'm trying to talk current events. That's what I'm trying to talk. So I'm not going to get into whatever. It's no, not doing it. Not going to do it. Oh wait, what is this wall doing? Hold on. Kind of just, oh no, that's fine. Okay. I like it. So I just want people, because people have been asking a lot, especially during streams, what I think about, the current situation and the current happenings and all that kind of stuff, because I tend to just stay out of it. I tend to stay out of it. it's one of those things where kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't. If you talk about it, people are gonna, they're gonna hate on you for it. If you don't talk about it, people are gonna probably hate on you for not talking about it. I know of other people that have said nothing about it, literally, and are getting people saying, "Oh, you're against this and blah blah blah, and you're for this and blah." No, they're not. They're just not having an opinion publicly, which is completely fine, and that should be acceptable. It's one of those things, like, if it's acceptable, or if people feel that it should be accepted that some people want to protest or whatever, then it should also be accepted that other people don't. That's what it all boils down to. We gotta accept people. Wait, what? Oh. People need to just accept people. Like, I feel like that's the at the core of everything that's happening. That is the issue, is people's inability to just accept that not everybody is the same. That's what it boils down to. And and we're in the middle of Pride Month, or no, did Pride Month just end? I don't know. We just, whatever. It's one of those things. There shouldn't be a time when you should, be allowed to let your flag fly, as they say. Your flag should be flown all year round, no matter what that flag is. It doesn't matter if it's your nationality, your sexual orientation, whatever, your preferred reading, whatever it is, whatever is your flag, you should be able to let that fly all year round, 24/7, and you shouldn't get hate for it. And I think that's basically what everything boils down to right now, is that people can't accept that other people are different, but we're the same. At the core, we're all the same. We're all the same. Like, people just need to accept that. And so it's just one of those things, like, in my community, hate of any kind against anything that I deem, or that my mods deem, is damaging to someone else, it's dealt with harshly and swiftly. And I've banned Twitch subscribers for it. I've banned mods for it. There was one mod back in the day. I haven't had any lately, but just it's one of those things, like, nobody should be against acceptance, and nobody should be without acceptance. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I get that people are different, and some people just can't grasp the idea that not everyone is them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I guess it's just, come on, people. Just suck it up. Like, just accept, that. And I do. Okay, so I'm talking about this, and my problem, I don't understand the need for the hate. Okay? I think accepting everyone for their beliefs is important. And I accept that there are people that don't accept. Does that make sense? But it's one of those things, like, if you want someone to respect you for what you are, you should absolutely respect someone else for what they are. And it's not like it's a choice, for the most part. Some things are a choice. You can choose what you say to someone. Whether or not you're hateful or not, choosing to share that hate with someone, that's a choice. Nobody's forcing you to do that. Nothing is forcing you to do that. So even if you do feel that way, and I know some people are going to argue freedom of speech, right? And that's fine. But I feel like there's a place and a time and a place and a time in place, whatever, for that sort of thing. I don't condone hate speech I don't. I do condone freedom of speech. It's just it boils down to common freaking courtesy and respecting your fellow human beings, I guess. It's a touchy subject. It really is. So I don't condone it. It's not welcome in my communities at all, ever. I don't care. I don't care if it's a joke. It's not accepted. And the people that are in my communities are well aware of that, and they don't put up with it either. We accept everyone. I don't care what race, creed, gender, whatever. I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. And that's going to sound bad to some because I don't care. I don't care. Like, you are who you are. You don't, whatever. I don't care. I'm not, like, I don't want people in my community because they're a certain way or they're a certain thing. I just want people to have a place that they can call safe, that's safe, that they can call home, that they can meet other people without the fear of being discriminated against or having to hide who they are because they're worried about being discriminated against. And so I've always tried to build my communities in that way. And I feel like I've done a rather good job so far. Like I said, we've had a few situations, not even a few, we've had a couple. And then obviously we get those random scumbags that come through on the stream or whatever, and they're just being ignorant. Which, again, how far do, it just, I don't accept it and I don't have to. That's my community. I don't have to accept someone else's hate. Right? Right. That's the way that goes. Okay. Oh, hold on. We got to take a look at this wall. So like I said, this is an incredibly talky episode. It's probably going to be 20, 30 minutes of just talking about, various subjects. If you're still listening, thank you. I do encourage you guys to leave your comments down below. But again, please limit any kind of hate. I'm not trying to hate on anyone. I don't hate anyone. There are people I strongly dislike, but I don't hate anyone. So just try and be nice. That's like, how hard is that? How hard is it to just be nice? I don't know. For some, I feel like it's really hard. It's really hard. All right, so there, and then I think, yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then we'll go like this. But anyway, I guess back to the whole puppy thing. They're a lot of work. I know I kind of sidetracked there a little bit, but it all kind of melts together. It's that whole thing. Like, we're not doing anything to hurt him. He's a very happy puppy. We just went to the vet for his checkup, and the vet's like, "Hey, everything's flying colors. He's good." It's one of those things. Like, we're not out to hurt anyone. We're not out to hurt him. I love that dog, and I'm not looking to harm him in any kind of way, ever. So, chill out. If you don't agree with crate training, that's completely fine. You don't have to. And that's basically what today is all about, is just letting people know that it's okay to not agree. It doesn't mean you got to resort to violence. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where the issue lies, is there are people that believe violence is the only thing that kind of gets a point across. But I feel like the point kind of gets lost in the violence. So, and there's people saying that, the bad thing about all this stuff that's happening right now is that the riots are getting more news coverage than the peaceful protests. And duh. That's all I could say to it is duh. It's a freaking riot. Like, it's widespread rioting. Of course that's going to get more coverage than peaceful protesting. And the people that are doing the rioting know that. Like, it's just... It's one of those things, you know? Yeah. I don't know. There's mob mentality happening, I feel like. Some people maybe aren't really of that nature, but they're in a group of people that are very much of that nature. And so mob mentality rules, right? I don't know. It's just people just gotta respect each other. I think I can't stress that enough. You know what I mean? It doesn't, even like I said, even if you do feel a certain way about a certain thing, at least show respect. You know, you don't have to agree with how someone is. I respect people, and it's going to sound bad, I know, but I respect people that don't perhaps accept other people for their differences. Because if I didn't accept that, I would be a hypocrite, right? And I'm not. I accept everyone. Everyone is different. That's kind of the spice of life, is not everyone is the same. We all bring something different to the table. Because if we all brought the same thing, it'd be a kind of a boring table. Everybody'd be doing the same, and that's not fun, right? Variety, as they say, is the spice of life. So the fact that everyone is different and everyone has a different view and everyone has different beliefs and different hair color, different eye color, different orientation, different religions, different whatever. Who cares? It's not hurting anyone else. So just be nice. Like, what's the problem? I don't understand the problem. I accept that people have a problem with it. Doesn't mean I understand it. So, yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe I've gone on a little bit of a tangent here, but it pains me to see people that are just trying to live their lives get just like to have really crappy things happen to them because of something they have no control over. It really sucks, you know? I couldn't, I mean, I kind of can. You know, I got picked on early in school because we were poor. You know, we were dirt freaking poor. I had no control over it, but yet kids decided that they needed to pick on me because of it. Which, whatever, you know, you're kids. Stuff like that happens. Should it happen? Maybe not, but it does. And whatever. You know? Just some more stone. That's not stone. Let's put that away. Stone. Okay. So like I said, you know, I was picked on a bit early on in school. As school progressed, I, you know, made more friends, became better friends with the friends I already had, and kind of the bullying stopped and everything was fine. You know, but it just sucks that someone can love someone and then get ridiculed or even beat up or shunned or whatever because of it. It sucks. And I want to personally apologize to all of those people. I had nothing to do with it, but I'm sorry. You know, it's for anyone that has ever been discriminated against for any reason. I don't care what the reason is. I'm sorry, you know. It's a really crappy thing, and it's a crappy thing, you know, to have to deal with day in and day out. Hopefully, at some point, we can just accept each other and move on. Hopefully. That is the ultimate goal, right? Just accept each other. Accept that not everyone is you. And accept that it's okay that not everyone is you. Because maybe that just makes the world a better place. Right? It's pretty much my thoughts on that. Like I said, I know I went on a little bit of a tangent there, but I do think about it. It does affect me. It's all over the news. It's all over the internet. It's all over everywhere. Friends are talking about it. Patrons are talking about it. Twitch people are talking about it. Chat's talking about it. Comments are talking about it. It's impossible to avoid. So hopefully I have helped even one of you with maybe your kind of struggle with it or whatever. Just know that I accept you. You are welcome here. This is a safe place. And be you. Just, that's all I can say is be you. Let your flag fly, whatever that flag may be. And just believe in yourself. Because screw everybody else that doesn't, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little bit of a real talk. And I'll see you all next time.